Alright guys, how's it going? We're back now for day number 2 on this build. We're going to be doing the cross braces today. The cross braces across the trailer to actually put the J-hooks on. And then we're also going to be doing the trailer wiring today. What else? I guess put the kayaks on. So we'll start with the cross braces, because those I got to cut and weld. Once I put those on, we'll go ahead and paint them, and then we'll put the J-hooks on. Once we put the J-hooks on, we'll actually go ahead and mount the 2 kayaks, the green one there and also the white one. Those are the 2 that are going to go on the J-hooks. And from there, I have to take measurements and see what I got to put on the in between the 2 kayaks to hold. I don't know if I'm going to go with like 12 foot 2x4s, or if I'm gonna go, I've seen people on YouTube go with the PVC bunks, like PVC bunks to lay their kayaks on, but I think those only come in 10 foot. So yeah, I'll go to Home Depot and I'll weigh my options there. Most likely I'm gonna go with 12 foot 2x4s, and that only leaves 2 foot of kayak, floating, because it's a 14 foot kayak. The big blue kayak right there is a 14 footer. So yeah, I think that's the plan. If I could get that much done today, I'll be happy. And also the wiring, extend the wiring inside the tongue, which shouldn't be that bad. I think it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 5 wires, so it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll get the grinder out, get the welder out again, and we'll go ahead and start cutting those braces across. I'm going to do 5 foot. So I got one 10 foot stick of 1.5 inch material. And like I said, I got 1.5 inch, so that way it matches the overland rack on my truck. So I'm just going to cut them at 5 foot across. That should give me plenty of room to put that blue kayak in the center of them. And if it is too big or something like that, I could always loosen the J-hooks, slide them in, and then cut them shorter. But I do kind of want room in there for them to have. Other than that, that should be it for now on the trailer. And then once I get done with all of this, we got a kayak trip this weekend, so I'll take it out. And then I got a camping trip coming up in about a month, and for that I definitely want to take the rooftop tent off of my truck and somehow mount it to this trailer. It shouldn't be too bad. I don't want to sacrifice the rack on my truck. So I was just going to cut that rack up and use like the majority of the frame of the rack, and then just, make new braces coming down to mount it to this. But I really like that rack on my truck. I like the way it looks and, the functionality of it. I already got my shovel mounted to it. My traction board's mounted to it. So, I don't want to, lose all of that. So I'll keep the rack on my truck and just use it for gear. And then instead of a rooftop tent up top, I'll make like some kind of big basket up there. And I want to mount some solar panels to that. Mount some solar panels to it, and like I don't know, just have extra storage up there, because one thing about these little Nissan Frontiers is there is no bedroom. So the more storage I can get, the better. All right, so yeah, before I got distracted, let's get the metal out. Let's get the welder out, the grinder, some safety glasses, and we'll get to work. All right. So I'm thinking if I put one right on this front brace, I don't know, you want to know something funny, but so when I first talked myself into this project, buying this trailer, using it for kayaks, One of the main things I talked about was, well, talked myself into getting the trailer was because all this stuff for the kayaks is going to be removable. So if I ever did need a trailer, I could just remove the complete kayak racks and have a trailer. Well, I guess without thinking, that just kind of went out the window right now because I just welded all these crossbars all the way across the trailer, which would make it a pain to load anything in and out. You'd have to literally slide everything out. So full-time, 100% dedicated kayak trailer and camping trailer. I guess there ain't too much wrong with that. Alright, here we go. Let's finish up these last couple welds and I'll get to painting these cross braces. The J hooks out, and they just come with these little brackets here with just these little, you know, twist on nuts. But what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is swap these guys out. I'll put these on for now just to get everything, you know, moving along and going. But what I think I'm gonna do is swap these things out for some actual lock washers. I'll feel more secure, and since I never worried about taking them off, you know, I don't got too much to worry about. But they're supposed to just clip on like so. These on, you just always want to make sure that you're tightening them evenly. For some it's common sense, for others something that nobody thinks about. So just always remember to tighten these up evenly so, you know, they got the same torque across them. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these. I guess if I was going to be taking these off and on, I would love this idea, this concept of, I mean, these little handles or whatever, but I don't know. For the amount we're going to be driving this thing, I'm just going to put some lock nuts on it and call it a day. Officially on the trailer. Cool. So we got both of them put on. Don't mind the messy garage, I'll clean that up as soon as we're done. So yeah, plenty of room in the middle there for the bigger kayak. All right, so we got the chains welded on, safety chains. We got them painted. Well, bolted and weld. I did a tack weld on them. We got the bunks installed. Now it's time to get the last little bit of tools I have in here out. The paddles are already loaded, the seats are loaded. I'll throw the rest of the seats in, and then I got the other kayak sitting over there on the grass, so I'll wheel the trailer out. And get that kayak loaded on here and see how everything works. But yeah, all right, about to hit the lake. Canyon Lake, here we come. All right, guys, the trailer works. We made it to the water. So we are officially on the water now. Here we go, 3 kayaks deep. Let's get it.
Look.
Oh, vortex. Once we get it as a puppy, you definitely got to just put it on there as a puppy. And then when it gets big, it'll already be used to it. Yeah.